was up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No, R&Us, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove because I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how I'm still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, where we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run it back.
You getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some clout around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gate, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang, on gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive a gang. Straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the Benzin. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it, run it, run it, run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't feed with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back.
time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. Learn hustling early, it's hardwired. Total bezel, frozen neck off like a tire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Be getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Just reduce, eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game.
It's week 15 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Bucky Irving. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Bears and the Lions, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Soldier Field. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the former Aztec from San Diego State.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him.
Now a give, right side. It's Roberts. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. McDonald letting one go deep for Roberts. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Murray going to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. To throw, it's Murray. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. They're going for it. It's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Throwing now is Murray. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Here's 2nd and 10. Murray to air it out again. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Here's Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And complete to Smith and Jigba. And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Lions offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Operating from the gun. McDonald. That's complete to Slayton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Looking to throw. McDonald. And that is incomplete. And it's 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw again.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bears offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Murray now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Play fake. Murray. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Again, they'll throw with Murray.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Smith and Jigba in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the... Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start on the ground with Irving.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
A run up the middle with Irving.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Here's Murray.
This pass left side to Downs.
And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football.
The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. as they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Roberts. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. McDonald. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. McDonald. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun. McDonald. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. Now Murray. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Murray going to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. They go play action here on first down.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw. McDonald. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. McDonald. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bears take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing now is Murray. That complete to Downs. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Murray from midfield. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And this complete to Mitchell. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Irving diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Sometimes offensive, you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Unable to corral him, he fights through.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
3rd and 2.
Up the middle they go. It's Roberts. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
Out of bounds. The tight end in motion right. Off play action. McDonald. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. McDonald.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ball start, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
In motion right, one of the tight ends.
2nd and 4.
This will be caught at about the 5. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's Murray. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Murray now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
On 1st down, Roberts. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
2nd and 5.
They run the counter. It's Roberts. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. McDonald. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Boswell's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Throwing to start the drive. Murray. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big strides. Look at him go.
Touchdown, Chicago. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, Those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense and Justin Jefferson set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half.
Throwing to start the drive. McDonald. It's caught by Roberts. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down. McDonald able to find the open man. That's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Roberts. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Christian Kirk, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Vikings locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Murray.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Roberts got it. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald, pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A beautiful fake. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's Murray. Hard throw, incomplete. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Throwing to start the drive. McDonald. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Up the middle they go. Roberts.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. McDonald. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jaden Reed,
35 yards.
And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. From the gun, Murray.
Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play action. Now it's Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and
Now Murray. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So now out comes this offense, led by their quarterback, as they take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And this is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Encroachment, defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any
second
type
down.
of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. Throwing now is Murray. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Murray going to throw. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing again, Murray. That complete to Downs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Murray now to throw. And this taken in by Downs. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Murray. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Irving. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Murray escaping the pressure. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kyler Murray, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll send Reed in motion left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Off the play fake. McDonald. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. After the turnover, here's Murray. On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
This pass left side to Downs. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Irving. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Murray. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. McDonald. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Back to throw. McDonald. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st and 10, here's Irvin.
And some room to run now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or you just... And look at this! They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Lions are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Roberts.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Off play action. McDonald. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want them to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose.
The Bears now ready to take over again. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Now the ball comes loose, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, McDonald. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give right side. It's Roberts, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
False start, offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off the play fake. McDonald. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have retaken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Murray now. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Play fake. Murray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, they go with Irving. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So he splits the uprights, and it has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive. McDonald, he finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Up the middle they go. Roberts. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Roberts. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They run the counter. It's Roberts. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. McDonald. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Roberts. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Chicago offense set to get started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. To throw is Murray. Outright to Smith-Njigba. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's Murray. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On play action, it's Murray. This short throw caught by Goddard. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Here comes second down at 5. Now Murray again. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
They run out of the gun with Irving. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Elliott is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now the Lions down by a field goal. A minute 13 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He's got that complete to Roberts. Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll look to throw. Connects with Slayton. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He's back to throw. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Back to throw. That is caught, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On second down, they'll run it here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, if they tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? Not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
So for Chicago,
their chances of finishing over 500, they remain alive as they move to 6-8 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Detroit, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles,
Yeah, fresh out the.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena. Yeah.
One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, bitch, just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. This sound like he drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be dope. Back on the rim, riding on rims. Came in all black to that, I came back to my to that ripping no Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Averix on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra, I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a lead, my is all. I'm back in my bag on God. My bag on God. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies, cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Room for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from tonight. Back in my bag, and it's big as a duffel. With blessings on blessings, I came through this struggle, I'm back.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God.
Yeah. I came through the rain and I came through the thunder. I pushed through the pain, I'm laughing at summer. My head was way hotter, I feel like a solder. Escape with my truth, I came back like Nirvana. Throat is all rocky, it's nothing I real. Go back to back, baby, can't no one here see us. Stomach it all tied, look like a Leah. Went back and forth and back, just like a cornerback. Yeah, you got veins, I respect whole veins. Tell them get low, man. Just flying high, I gave them low, man. Super the color the whip. Culinary on my wrist, cooking you, I ain't forgot what you did. State of it all eventually falls. Frequency, this is the ship, I'm home.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God.
There's a girl in my backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote.